What's up, boys? We got the big boy on the table today, and we're gonna be installing these lights. All right, it's a kit, high output, really good kit. You probably seen me do a kit installation on the Max, something similar. Just on this truck, the back is different because the lights go on the body in the back. It comes with the control unit here. I believe this is the back bumper, front bumper. We'll figure this out, which one goes where. But this one I believe goes in the back, and this goes in the front. All right, so we'll figure that one out. But it comes with a whole bunch of stuff underneath here, all the screws that you need. We do need to make a little cut on this one in the back body. But let's get to it, guys. To begin with, all right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out how we're gonna do this. So this does come with a little booklet, such as this. It will tell you step by step where to plug, what to do, and where to install all this. And there's an accessory port down here. All right, and we'll go step by step. We need to cut the body here. It comes with a little figure here, like a template, and then it will tell you where to route the cable from and to. All right, the little box goes in the front on this one, right by the servo, top of the servo in the front. And that's about it, guys. So let's get this thing going, and we'll install this little guy, and it'll be ready before you know it. All right, guys, first of all, let's remove the body. All right, so simply take the body off. Very simple. All right, and what we'll do is we'll come over to the front. I got this thing strapped up so it doesn't like tip over front or back, but I'll maneuver a little bit this way. That way we can see this area right here, and I will be bringing my light over a little bit. All right, just like so. And in the kit, we're gonna get this little guy right here, the smaller LED. All right, so what's gonna happen here is this is gonna go from the back end. All right, there's like two little screw things right here. I'll show you once we are done. Not done once, when we are installing meanwhile. All right, so we're gonna be putting this from the back here, but this kit comes with screws. It got a whole bunch of screws, so that's what we're gonna use. And to put in the front bumper or light, you do need to use two screws, which are the one with the flat head right there. All right, those are the ones. All right, so let me open this. Very tough bag. I'm gonna pull out all 4 screws, and I'll just throw it into this box right here. Not even box, I'll leave it on the table. But anyways, let's go back here, guys. Right in the back, that's where we're gonna be looking at. All right, so right here, one screw is gonna go right here, the other one's gonna go right there. So we're gonna simply take this light, and you can have it either way you like. All right, we're gonna put that there. You're gonna take the little screw, put that in place. So we're talking about the screws with the flathead, all right? And they should just go in themselves. I might not be able to use this tool right here. Yep. Usually I like to angle it a little bit and it still go in. All right, let me see if I can get away with this one. All right, so I'm not gonna get away with it. Let me get another tool. I have it in my toolbox on this end. Let me go grab it, and I'll be right back, guys. Take me a minute to get this little guy out of here. There it is. So this cable needs to reach the box, which is going to be installed right there, right? So it wouldn't matter which way you put it, right over here or that way. It looks even on all angles. Let me get this one in also. There it is, guys. Got this little bad boy in, and I'll take this cable and I'll leave it right there, right? And I'm gonna turn my camera around. Alright guys, what we'll do next is we'll take the control unit right here, we'll plug that in, not plug that in, and we'll put that in right there. But let's see which way we're gonna be facing the cables. So all the cables are facing backward, all right? So this little ESC, not ESC, the light control module is facing back just like so, right? Just like that. All right, so the other two screws belong on this. So let me go get my correct size tool and we'll get this thing installed in there. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this little guy, put it right here, all the connectors facing back. That's how they show it in the diagram. You can put it the other way around if you like, as long as you can make it fit. Alright guys, these screws are not long enough, so I believe these screws don't belong here. Let me figure something out. Alright guys, these two screws that I put in there, I believe they don't belong there. Messed up on the diagram a little bit. That's alright guys, we'll just reinstall these into the proper position. Alright, so let's get this thing aligned, and the size is different. I knew it, just like the Max. These are longer screws. The other one didn't want to fit on it, they were too short. Alright, so coming along very well guys. We'll just remove those screws and replace it with the two different screws. Those screws are going to be for the back tail lights. There it is guys, we have that in, but I need to remove these two here, replace it with the different screws. I'll do it as we go along right now. Thought I had it. I didn't. Alright, come on, wherever you are. Alright, this flathead screw is gonna go somewhere in the back. So that's where we're gonna put it, but let me get the other two screws out of here. Different size again. You can even get it by hand once you make the threads in there. Alright, got that in there guys. Let me take out the other one. Save it for the bumper body. Guys, let's take another screw from here, throw that in. Alright, it's not gonna go in by hand, not so easy. There you go, nice and tight. Alright guys, nice and tight, nice and firm. Alright, let's move on and let's see what the next step is. So we'll do the connecting the port into the ESC last once we have everything routed. But we are gonna go into the body part next. We are gonna be drilling some holes. And we're gonna be doing a few things there, right? So let me get, there's a little template here inside this box. This is gonna go onto the back of the body of the xmaxx. Right, so if you look at it right here, guys, let me back up the camera a little bit. We're gonna be drilling holes right in the back here, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this template out. I hope you guys got help, because I don't got no help. Right back here, guys, is where we're gonna be drilling holes. So you need to make this sit perfect however you want it, however you like it. Right, that looks pretty good. All right guys, so let me get my drill and we'll drill. The holes are just the perfect size there, so that's what we're going to be doing there. So we need to drill 1, 2, 3 holes. All right guys, got my drill ready here. Got the little bit there. Just be careful, there's nothing in the back. Don't try to do it in the car. So very simple, guys. What I'll do is I'll aim it perfectly right there. Let me get my light so you guys can see much better than I can. All right, so one hole has to be right there. Up. That's one. This one is a little bigger. Right there. Good thing about this is, as you go along, it gets bigger. That's the perfect thing about that. So one more right here, guys. There you go, guys. Perfect. Right? I like this. I like that little tool bit I have. And we'll just yank this little guy off and look at the 3 clean holes we have in the body. Alright? 3 clean holes. Alright, so let's get rest of the stuff and we'll just continue. Alright guys, little bit of problem with the instructions on the kit. Alright? Tells you to drill 3 holes. Right, but you really need 2 more holes. But if you don't want to do that, guys, you can let the light bar itself squeeze in on the frame. It'd be like a little sandwich. So that's what I'm gonna do, unless you want to drill 2 more holes, right? Which I'm not gonna do, because they should have instructed that before. But anyways, I'll take my light bar here, I'll put it right there. And what we'll do is we'll put 2 screws going right through here, which are not the flatheads, the other ones. The flatheads, they go underneath that. See if I can catch the threads. I got threads on that. Let me get the second one. There I have it, guys. What I'm gonna do here is, there goes my little guy. I have to go find that one in the sink. Be back. All right. So let's tighten this in. Should be nice and firm, guys. Nice and tight. And there you go. You don't want to overdo it either. You don't want to break it. All right, there it is. All right. The wiring goes right through the center there. Anyways, we have our wiring out on the other end. So what we're gonna do next is, let me read a little bit more instructions and we'll get back. Okay guys, I missed it. There are little instructions there I didn't pay attention to, but you could drill 2 more little holes right there, one there for the other 2 screws, but it's all right if you didn't do it. And let me go more further. And what we're looking at is, now we need to put a cable on inside the body. All right, so they're telling you to route the cable, which is gonna come out from the back of the bar, and it's gonna connect there, and then it's gonna travel from there to all the way to the front. So all you need is 2 zip ties, and the rest of it just hangs loose and it wiggles. So pretty much it goes from there to all the way down. Alright guys, inside here what I did was I connected the red to red, blue to blue, and then I strap tied it right there and strap tied it right there, and this hangs loose, so when you remove the body you have a lot of clearance, a lot of movement here, right? And this plugs into an easy access connector, which we're going to be looking at in a little bit. Alright, next guys, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to get in here. There's an easy access connector on this fan here. There's 2 screws on the fan. We have to remove that. So the connector has to go right there, right? So you can see it right here, accessory port. It says to remove 2 screws and the fan should come off. But let me see if we don't need to remove the fan. Let me take a look, because I can see it. The port is right there, but how am I gonna get to it? Alright guys, so we do need to remove the 2 screws. One is like right here. That's a long one right there. Right, and the second one is right up above, and I'm working on that right now as we speak. It's gonna loosen up the whole ESC, but at the same time it's gonna give you access to a cover. Alright, let me see if I get this screw out, or every tight spot. All these cables are going right through it. Can't lose that bolt, special bolt. If you need to disconnect the cables for the motor, there's the second screw. We should be able to just lift half this cover out of there, or the whole thing, I don't know. Half of it should come out according to the papers. Alright, let me disconnect the motor. 1, 2, oh, 3. Try not to damage anything, like this sleeve came off, but it's gonna go right back in. Alright guys, instead of that, I should have got rid of this little guy right here. That's what I'm gonna do now. The strap tie gotta go, guys. Don't do what I did, you know. It's gonna make things longer, harder. Anyways, see this little clip? If you was able to manage to get this guy out of there, it would have been beautiful. This little guy right there, right? Because that is the port that gives access to that accessory connector right there, right? And I got a hell of a crap in there. We'll move it out down the road. All right, gonna give it a good wash down the road on this thing. So this comes out, save it, don't throw it away. You can simply put this guy back. Be careful with the cables. All right, gonna take the 2 screws, put them back in. This was a little bit more work than the Max but not a big deal, guys. Nothing that we could not have done, nothing that we could not do, did not want to do. All the do's and don'ts. Don't tighten that bolt all the way in till you line the second one as well. There I have it. Ignore my connector there. I'm gonna be soldering that very soon. One of my batteries gave up, so I was running on a 1 battery. I made a video running on a 3S battery. Max was really slow. Now I have 1 big battery, 6S, and then so it's a 1 battery on this side and another one on the opposite side, which is a 2-cell. But I haven't connected them together because I don't know how they're gonna react. But anyways, we got that guy in. Now we can put all the color code wires back together. Keep them in order. These wires to me are the fanciest wire because they sit something like that. All right, I'm gonna zip tie that, and these wires are supposed to be in here. There you go. Keep that in there, guys. You don't want to yank the wires from the connector itself. Anyways, this little guy, I hate this little thing right here, the tension guy. No tension here. We don't need to know tension here. Get rid of them as soon as possible. Right? I'm gonna be routing this cable in such, I'm gonna be routing this cable in this manner, right? And the easy access little guy is right in there, and I think we're supposed to put this in and then put the cover on. Yep. That's how they designed it. Moving a little too fast, being a smart ass here is costing me some time. Right? So, going back to the drawing board. Remove the 2 little guys here. Alright guys, I'm going to remove this, and the problem here is they want you to put the connector in and then the lid, the cover for the fan, alright? That's what they wanted. That's how they designed it. Here's one. Throw that guy out of here. Let me get this guy out of here. And then I have this one, and then I have this one. Takes a lot of patience to be in this hobby, guys, or if you guys are doing this yourself, that's awesome. That's how it should be. Don't be taking it to a hobby guy. Set up a station like me and do it yourself. There's my bolt. Alright guys, let's get this cover off again. So what we need to do is, see, this thing would not pass through. It was not passing through. Maybe it could have went through, but it was not passing through. You see that? It did not want to pass through. So this is a hold down mechanism for it. So what I'll do is get this in there, and we need to plug this guy in there next, which is gonna be in the direction of this little guy facing towards this battery. The reason why I say that is because that little groove right there is gonna hit that, and the only way to hit it is to be facing towards down. Okay. Have it sitting right on top of it. Just be careful, guys. You don't want to break those little pins in there. Take your time. There you go. use a tool to push down on it if you think you have it perfectly aligned, all right? But this is gonna push it down for you anyway. Okay, here it goes. The ESC cable. All right, I have it in position, guys. Everything is looking good. And before you know it, we should be powering up this little guy. Alright, again, don't tighten that all the way. No worries. Get out of here. Make sure none of your cables are pinched. Alright, now we can tighten this little guy all the way down. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Alright, again, put in the ESC motor cables, connectors in. And that's it, guys. Bada bing, bada boom. All we need to do is figure out where we're going to be taking this cable from, which I'm going to be taking off, taking right through there, just like so. I'll zip tie it right here. And I'm going to put it tight right over here. And then I'm going to put a zip tie. I don't want to be blocking the view of. We can leave it just like so, guys. That's fine right there, right? And yeah, that's perfectly fine. If you want, you can put a tie right here. It's up to you. All right, that's too big to be tied up there. All right, and what we're gonna do is get these cables routed right through here. This one goes into a white color, is white. All right, and then we have another harness, guys, which has 4 pins in there. All right, so we're not gonna be putting in the white cable because we got the white in there direct. All right, and then we'll put the other 2 that are recommended, but let me check out the manual first. All right, guys, so the white one goes in. We're gonna put the red and the blue, all right? So the red one goes into C. And the blue one goes into B. And that's it, guys. The other 2 can hang there. No worries. No problem. All right, let's get this harness going this way. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zip tie this little guy right there. Alright, and this is going to be the easy access plug right there. And I'm going to put another tie on that one because I don't want to be pulling from this end always. Let me put a tie on this side. Just like so. Alright guys, while we're here, might as well just cut some of these, see how it looks. We still need to put more strap ties. There we have it, guys. And then we need to strap tie the LED bar cable that's coming from the front. Let me take a moment to see how they routed on this one. That way we get it perfectly the same way. Alright, so they put this cable from up above. I don't want it up above because the body's gonna be hitting there. This is fine where it's at, alright? So I'll put another strap right here. And so the wire lingering here, rather have it down below. Alright? That's it, guys. We're done here. If you have any ties left behind, you could tie something, whatever you like. I'll do this one with the ESC cable right here. They don't get too hot. They can get hot, but it's alright. It's perfectly fine right there. Alright, guys, we're done. I'm gonna clear up the station and bring back the truck with the battery on it, and we'll test it. Alright, guys, here goes nothing. There's the connector for the for the light right down here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect this little guy before I put the body on. Alright, and then we can gently slide the battery cover on. Let me put on the... There you go, guys. The lighting is on. In the back, the light is on. Let me move this out of the way. We get the light on in the back. And you can access this little guy from right here. And there's the light in the front, guys. Alright. Low beam, high beam. Alright. So that one stays on no matter what, alright? And there's a reverse light in there, guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Subscribe. Bye-bye. And we will see you on the next one. If you have any questions, please let me know. Ask me anything you guys like. Alright, I'm just trying to turn this thing off. I'll do that. Alright, thank you. So bye-bye.